Yeah, I think the most significant factor that many people don't know is that there have been 170 innocent people sentenced to death in this country and later found to be innocent before execution. In that same period of time, there have been approximately 1,500 executions in the modern era. And if you do some simple math, you find that you have one innocent person on death row being exonerated for every 9 that were executed.
In December of 2019, Virginia Delegate Lee Carter introduced a bill to the House of Delegates to abolish the death penalty in Virginia. The Judiciary Committee voted to continue the bill into the 2021 legislative session. If passed, Virginia will become the 23rd state to abolish the death penalty since capital punishment was reinstated in 1976. I talked to Michael Stone, the executive director of Virginians for Alternatives to the Death Penalty, about the likelihood of abolishing the death penalty in Virginia in 2021.
In Virginia, we've already had, I think, a dramatic tipping point that happened in January of this year during the 2020 legislative session. On the Senate floor, there was a debate on a bill to exempt people with severe mental illness from the death penalty. That bill passed in 2019, and it was up for debate again because it was defeated in the House of Delegates. And Senator Bill Stanley, one of the most conservative Republicans serving in the Senate, got up and said that not only was he going to vote for this bill, but that he would support death penalty abolition when the time came. And he went on to challenge his fellow Republicans, saying, if you're pro-life, then you need to rethink your position on the death penalty, because abolition of the death penalty is the only legitimate pro-life position. That has really opened the door for a number of Republicans in the legislature who are now seriously rethinking their position in light of Senator Stanley's public position, that it only takes one to publicly come out to embolden others to say, I've been leaning this way for a long time, maybe I should also declare my opposition. So we've got a lot of momentum. That was a very, 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 very important tipping point for Republicans who privately have problems with the death penalty to now be able to say publicly, okay, I have real problems with the death penalty too.
Why do you think Republicans are choosing now to speak out against the death penalty?
There seems to be a real generational difference among Republicans and conservatives in general on criminal justice issues. There's an organization called Right on Crime that has been working with a lot of young Republicans and state legislatures across the country on a number of criminal justice reform measures that old-time Republicans and some old-time Democrats as well are very much captive to a law and order mentality, that cost does not matter when it comes to public safety. And that younger Republicans and conservatives are really questioning that, saying, where's the evidence that locking someone up for multiple marijuana possessions for many years, how does that make us safer, and how much does that cost the state? And so there's a growing skepticism among conservatives for old, harsh law and order policies in many states, including states in the South. Texas and Georgia both have had dramatic criminal justice reform measures enacted in the last 5 years. They haven't affected the death penalty yet, but that's coming.